Evening, everybody. I'm back again, feeling much better. Just a little bit of a scare. I want to apologize to everybody for the little scare we had. I knew it wasn't anything major, but I do appreciate everybody's concerns. And so I am back. So if anybody would like to join me, you can join the panel up there. Up at the top of the chat is the link where you can join. Yeah. Hey, everybody. I just thought I would pop in, say hello again to everybody, and see if anybody wanted to finish up my live stream for me. I'm feeling better. And I just wanted everybody to know that I am feeling better. So yeah. The best thing to do in probably something package is that the business is used to the amount of materials that you use. And this is why this is not become a meaningful way from say glass jars or plastic jars into plastic film. If you use the way to use, but if you want to sell that, you can be recycled. So you can not only use it for coffee, you can put stuff to it, and then you make it into a variety of plastic raw material. So yeah, we're here. I'm going to eliminate some other stuff here. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Hey, Rob Glazier. Hey, Paul. Hope you're feeling better. Yes, thank you, Rob. I am. So I thought I would pop back on again, just so everybody can see that I'm okay. Feeling a little bit so-so, but feeling much better. And I appreciate everybody's best wishes. Don't know if anybody else is going to pop on or not, but I'll be on for a little bit. And let me go over here and see if what's going on at my Teeny Martini bar. That's one of my favorite places to go. Got a screen share. Teeny Martini bar. Share. Teeny Martini bar is open for business, and there's a few people there. I got a feeling there must be some bugs down there because this fella here was swatting something in front of his face. And there's a few people waiting. And it looks like it's a little bit breezy down there.
Here's something I found on bait.com. Yes.
Alexa,
impressions
stop.
of-
Yeah, it looks like a few people down there for sure. Step chair. Yeah, I am feeling better. Thanks, Robert. It's nice of you to comment. I don't expect a lot of people to come in here, pop in, but I'm hoping that maybe some people will. I feel bad that the whole incident took on a life of its own. But it wasn't intended to, and I got this thing about not going to the hospital unless I'm really down and out. And as you guys could see, I wasn't necessarily down and out. So maybe nobody will show up. If they don't, fine. We'll stay on until 8 o'clock and we'll see how it fares.
There was a time when American made and Michigan built our state must stop creating job creators and entrepreneurs like you can.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody, I'm feeling better. And yeah, so I am here. And I know that probably I pissed a lot of people off. I'm sorry for that, but I just have this thing about going to the hospital. It's me. It's just me, folks. I don't like to waste anybody else's time or, make a big deal out of things that I personally feel that I am okay. Like I say, I'm just going to stay on until 8 o'clock if nobody else shows up. And Robert, I'm glad you're here. But I'm thinking everybody else after I'm sure there's some people that are mad at me, but it still is my choice, and I just didn't feel like that was important to do. So I'm going to call Paul Hodges, see if he's around. Hey, what are you doing?
Well, I'm just sitting there with friends having coffee.
Okay, all right, because I'm doing a live stream. Okay, that's all right.
Okay.
That's okay. All right, bye-bye. I don't see your last 5 stream. My AC went out. I have a home warranty, but they're giving me the runaround. Oh, yeah. Robert, my feel for you, you know, a lot of times they're willing to take your money, but they're slow to step up. And that's just not right. Because you paid for the home warranty and yet don't, whatever you do, don't let it go. No matter whether you have to file a complaint with your state's service commission or your, wherever you live, there, you should be protected 100%. Yeah, my big screen TV went and I returned the other one. I didn't particularly like it. The new one. Problem is with the big screen TVs now, they all got that extra fang dangle different things on it. And I didn't like the one I got. So I turned around and got another one. And this time I bought the Care Refresh for it or the replacement or whatever. It was $99 more. So, and I did find the warranty that I paid for the other TV that quit, and I cashed it in. So it only cost me another $100 to get this new TV. So I'm happy with that. I had it 2 years and 10 and a half months, and it was a 3-year warranty. So. Yeah, Robert, I am feeling better and thank you. And I hope that things work out for you because it's important. You know, nobody likes to put out money for something and then somebody tell you not. It's kind of like DJI gave me the runaround when I lost that drone in the water. They finally decided that they were kind of wrong. So what they did was they gave me a 25% discount on anything I wanted to purchase. So that's when I used that money to go towards the Mini 3 Pro. So I got the Pro at a discounted price. I didn't get my full money, but I got at least recouped some of it in the discount. So I got the Pro, which sells for $910 or $15 or $20. And I got it for $810. So that was better than nothing. That's the way I looked at it. But that Mini 3, wow. It's a heck of a flying bird. I got 6 people watching. Anybody want to join me? Just go up there and join on the panel. You can either join me with your camera on, or when you join, it allows you to turn the camera off and just join with voice only if you'd like. Not that I want to dissuade anybody from not doing both, but some people don't like to be on camera. I get that. But we can talk about whatever you'd like to talk about. It's a Wednesday night. It's a little warm here. It says it's 82 degrees. I don't know if I believe that or not. But yeah. Excuse me a minute. I'm going to pitch some peanuts out to my little furry friends. Be right back. Oh. Hey, Robert, how you doing?
Hey, Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm glad you came in. I was getting kind of, it's not a lot of fun to talk to yourself.
Yeah, I had problems trying to get in because I'm on my phone, and this is
Oh,
the
okay.
first time I've done it. So
Well,
how
you- You made it. You're in.
you doing, Paul?
Hey, well, I'm doing much better. I had that little bit of I think the old people used to call it, I had a spell.
Yeah,
And I was a little bit warm. The temperature's gone down now, and the friend of mine, Skippy, that you guys might have seen, was here. Skippy kind of hung around here for a while, and Lynn left mad that she's not taking my phone calls because she thinks I should have gone to the hospital. But
she's probably just worried.
oh yeah, I'm sure she is. And everybody means well. And everybody was telling me to go to the hospital, and they mean well, and I understand that. But it's
Yeah,
just that at my age, I've been through so many things. When
Yeah.
I was 11, I think 10 or 11 years old, I came down with non-paralytic polio. That's when polio was big time.
yeah,
And so I was in the hospital for, I don't know, like 3 months over the summer. And I remember that they used to give me spinal taps twice a day, and they'd tell me to curl up and stick that needle in. And they were using all kinds of experimental drugs they were flying in for me. And but I survived. And so it was good. And then, the only other major issue I had was that calcified gallbladder. So, and that was it. So, but I did have, back in the 80s, everybody says, oh, you need to go get your, because I was always a big guy. You need to go get your lap band surgery. Well, that was a joke too. That was very traumatic. And so, yeah. So, I've been through several different things.
yes. I have to. I don't really talk about it that much a lot of times, which I don't get on the chats. This is the first time I've been on. I mean, I was on Matt's channel for like 5 seconds one time, but yeah, I've had a lot of medical problems. I've had 2 back surgeries, 2 knee surgeries, 2 elbow surgeries. I had to take infusions for 15 months one time because my proteins get low.
Ah,
But and they can't figure out why they do that, and that affects my lungs. My proteins being low,
yeah.
I have lesions on my lungs. They don't know what that is. They think it might be where I was maybe deployed 2 times to the Middle East. They don't know.
Well,
But yeah,
my good
I-
friend Lenny, she
Yeah.
she started out in the Air Force flying jets, and then she turned around and she ended up flying attack helicopters in Vietnam. And
Yeah.
so she's got a myriad of things. And then she went to work for the Pentagon after that. And she was in Italy when Chernobyl blew up. And so she and her whole family have radiation poisoning.
Oh, that's bad.
So she's got all kinds of issues too. She's my hometown hero, I call her.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for your service too, my friend.
Oh, you're welcome.
There's not a lot of people actually think about, what you went through and what you put up with just to go and fight for your country,
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there, I tell you. There's more veterans now than there's ever been, in our country. So
Yep.
they have a lot of medical problems. Some of them, they don't get taken care of. They end up hitting the streets, and it's pretty sad.
Drone Days says it's Justin, okay? Is Drone Days name Justin?
I think I think that is Justin. I think that's his.
That's his other moniker or what?
I think it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, Paul, I've had, because I live by myself, and I got my little dogs here, and I've had spells like that has scared the heck out of me. And the older you get, and like you said, you think different, and you feel different when stuff like that happens. I don't know. I'm kind of hard headed too. I've had people get on me about not going to the doctor and stuff like that, but I don't know.
It's to me, Robert, it's not you're hard headed. You've experienced so much with the doctors, and half of them are full of shit.
They are. These days they just want to put you on a bunch of drugs. It seems like that's what they want, especially when I go to the VA. That's the first thing they want to do. Well, let's put you on this. Let's put you on that. I get tired of that too. So, but yeah, it's a fine line, I tell you. But yeah, I've had a few scares like that.
Yeah, because it's it definitely is. It's got to be a concern for you, especially in the military, because what you are is you're at the whim of the VA, just like Lynn is.
Yeah, and that's it. And I don't like to go. I have my own doctor on the outside of the VA, but the thing is, if I stop going to the VA, then they won't help me. They won't for me anymore. So I have to kind of keep my foot in the door,
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right, Robert. Lynn says the same thing. She says she knows that they're hard-headed about, they want you to do certain things. Otherwise, they can just cut you off.
They can. If they tell you to do something, a lot of times, I get all my dental care through the VA because I'm a combat veteran, and I get all my dental care there too. And they're pretty strict on, if you don't take care of your teeth, they'll get on to you about it. Or when I go to get my teeth cleaned, they'll say, "Oh, I don't think you've been keeping your teeth. You haven't been flossing every day." I say, "Yes, I have." They treat you like a child. And
Well, which VA do you go to when you go?
I go to the VA hospital in Tucson.
Tucson, okay.
Yeah, it's a huge hospital. It's been there for over 100 years, and they built onto it, and it's huge.
Well, Lynn refuses to go to the VA in downtown Detroit because you know Detroit.
Yeah,
And, so she drives further and she goes up to Saginaw, which is, you know, if you look at the mitten, you know,
yeah.
it's like right up here, you know, and we're down here. So she goes up here to the Saginaw VA, and it's a campus. There's all kinds of different all kinds of different things, you know, like
Yeah.
they got a campus for hearing, they got a building for hearing, a building for blood, and you know, all these different buildings.
Yeah, I have to drive 75 miles one way, you know, to the hospital. Because I live in Sierra Vista, which is, you know, it's out in the middle of nowhere. So,
Right back, Robert. Somebody rang my doorbell. I live, Robert, I live about 60 miles north of Detroit, right?
okay.
And I ordered some batteries from Amazon today, and they'll say you'll get it by today. I ordered this afternoon. Here they are.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, I was, you know, I was skeptical when they said, yeah, you'll get it today. Yeah, right. Okay.
Well,
And
see,
it's here.
Amazon warehouse in Tucson, but most of the time it takes me 2 days to get anything, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've had issues with Amazon, but they usually always stand behind whatever they're saying, you know?
Yeah, they're good. Amazon's good. You can't beat Amazon.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I got these AAAs. I didn't order AAAs. I ordered AA. What the hell?
yeah, you have to send them back.
Well, it's my fault. I probably misordered.
Yeah, I ordered me another battery a couple of days ago, but it's coming from China. But I got a good deal on it for the Mini 3.
Uh-huh.
I paid, I think it was $145, including tax, and it's free shipping. But it's, you know, it's coming on the slow boat. But you know, the new batteries, if you buy them on Amazon, they're close to 200 for the Mini 3.
Yep.
I mean, I have 3, but you know, I like to do a lot of sunsets and stuff like that.
Right.
So, yeah, when I go out, I fly. I mean, I'll be out there for hours.
How are you enjoying your Mini 3?
Oh, I love it. I mean, so far it's done great for me, which I didn't have a problem with the Mavic 3. Like a lot of these other people, I still have mine. My Mavic 3 hasn't given me any issue.
I enjoy the Mini 3, but it does not do the
No,
late night light like I get with the Nano Plus.
same here. See, that's the only thing I don't like. I wish I could put the camera on Mini 3.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I love that little Nano. I mean, I probably won't get rid of it, but I mean, you just can't beat that camera on the Nano. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I mean, I love the night shots, and see, I like to fly at night too.
Yep. Minnesota. Let me see who's in here. Yep. Okay. In the chat. I don't know if you can see the chat.
No, I can't see the chat.
Tomas Ariels is here. Drone Days is Minnesota Duluth Ships. I'm going to make him a moderator. And you've got Tomas is here. Night Train is here. And Night Train says Saginaw is his area. That's where Lynn goes up there to the VA.
Yeah.
And
so I used to have an uncle that lived in Flint.
Yeah.
And he passed away about 6 years ago. And at the time my mother was living, and I had to go up with her. I had to take her up to Flint to take care of his, his business after his death. And, but yeah, he retired from the GM truck plant. He worked there 25 years.
Yep.
But Flint's a whole different place than what it used to be years ago.
Oh, yes.
I mean, that's a pretty dangerous place. I remember my uncle talking about it, about how it had changed, when he was alive. Yeah, I didn't get to watch your last live stream. What happened was I was dealing with the air condition. So I turned
That's
on.
what you said.
I was watching I was playing it back, watching it. I saw where you had gotten sick on the channel. And then I stopped watching it and I saw where you went live. I got a notice on my phone. So I decided to go live and talk to you.
Yeah, well,
See if you're on.
Yeah, I started to feel warm, a little queasy, and I was staggering around, and I fell a couple of times, but
Yeah.
it was just a spell, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, my air conditioner went out yesterday. It was running fine because it's like yesterday it was 101 here yesterday because I'm in Arizona, and all of a sudden smoke started coming out the vents. I could smell something burning, so I went and flipped the switch, which the AC automatically turned off. But anyway, I went and tripped the breaker anyway, called my home warranty, and they filed a claim and got a claim number. And they said that somebody would call me in 12 hours. Well, that was yesterday around 4. And so nobody called me. So I called again this morning, and basically they gave me to run around again. Except this time they told me, well, it could take up to 2 days before somebody calls you, which is a bunch of crap.
Yeah. But you're in the heat down there, right?
Yeah, it's been in the triple digits for the past 2 weeks here. But I do have another AC because my house is pretty big, but it's running to death. It can't keep the whole house cool. So anyway, I've been having to deal with them. It seems like everything is this day and time that you can't trust nobody, it seems like.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you pay all that money for your warranties and stuff like that. Your cars, your trucks, because I have them, on your cars. And then when something happens, oh, yeah, we'll get to it. We'll call you back.
Yeah. Sure they will. Only if you keep on them.
Yeah, a lot of time, a while back, I could do all that stuff. I've always been able to work on my cars and stuff like that, but I'm getting to the age now I can't crawl under cars and do stuff like that anymore because I have a bad back. I've had 2 back surgeries, one while I was in the military, one when I got out.
What did you do in the military?
I was telecommunications.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a good job, except I was gone a lot from home, so every 2 years I was moving to a different place.
Oh, boy.
I got to see a lot and do a lot. I don't regret it one bit. I don't regret one day that I served in the military. I just wish I would have went in earlier. I didn't go in till I was 30 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was 30, had just turned 30. And my biggest worry was I didn't think would be able to make it through basic training. Oh shoot, I blew away those 18-year-old guys. I mean, I did real good. Once I got through basic and went to AIT, my schooling and stuff, it was all history from there.
Hey, Kelly Taylor just popped in the chat all the way from over down under in Australia.
Oh, that's nice. So how many people you got in now?
How many what?
How many people was watching?
Well, at one time it said 11, now it says 9.
Oh, okay.
People come and go.
Yeah.
I didn't half expect anybody to be here, but I wanted to come on and let everybody know that I'm okay. I appreciate everybody's concern. And really was heartfelt to know that so many people were concerned about me because, Robert, I don't know about you, but there's times when you just figure, and Lynn gets pissed when I say this, and I say, well, nobody really cares anyway. And she gets pissed.
Yeah, I know. I feel I guess I'm guilty of that too. Sometimes I live by myself too. I got a significant other. She lives in Tucson. We've known each other for almost 20 years now, and we see each other, and she tells me the same thing, that I'm hard-headed, which my kids do too. I have a son and a daughter, but they don't live here, My son.
Lynn's got 3 kids too, and none of them ever come and see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like the younger kids now, once they go out on their own, it seems like they don't never come back,
Yeah, they're wrapped up in their own life.
Yeah.
And I get
my
it.
son, he calls me, but he don't call a lot. He lives in Colorado Springs and he's married. And then my daughter, she lives in Phoenix, which I hardly ever see her. So,
Yeah.
but I have my 3 girls here, my dogs,
Well, you got you got the basics down, and the thing of it is, even though we kind of wish things were a little bit different, I've gotten, the older I've gotten, the more comfortable I am with just where I'm at right now.
Yeah, that's the same here with me. That's exactly how I feel, Paul. The only thing is sometimes I, like I was telling you a while ago, when I start feeling bad or something, I get kind of scared. But then when it's all over, I feel, I'm all right.
Do you have something like this for your Mini 3?
No, I thought about getting something like that.
I'll tell you what, it is great.
Because that thing sits flat on the ground, and I don't like that.
No, I don't either. And this thing, as you can see, and this is rubbery, and it just smacks around and folds onto there, and it just holds it up in the air, and it has these 2 little cutouts. Where the front
Yeah,
Little things are, they go in there and then it holds it up in the air. And it's what's nice about it is it folds up and I put it right in my bag
and you got that off of Amazon, right?
off of Amazon. Yep.
Yeah, I need to get one. Because I don't like it. A lot of times I take off from my truck cover, you know, it's a hard cover.
Right.
I take off about all the time with all my drones. I never have any interference. You know, a lot of times, you know, some people say when they try it, they get a metal interference, you know, from the vehicle, but I don't, you know. But still, you know, there's times when I take off from the ground, you know, because I'm not near my vehicle, so I need something like that.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot of now with the drones, they make them a lot lower to the ground. You know, they don't put any type of leg, you know, any legs on them or anything.
Well, Lori, thank you so much. That's Lori Kovac is Chuck Kovac, his wife. And she's a wonderful lady.
Yeah. Yeah. She seems to be a nice person. Her and Chuck.
Yep. Yep, they are. They're good people. Yeah, Lori, it turned out okay. I settled down and everything seems to be fine, back to normal. And I look at it as Lori, you remember the old days, people used to, especially as you get older, say that, well, I just had a spell, you know? And
Yeah.
I look at it as that, you know, it could have been something I ate, could have been anything. But thank you for your concerns, Lori. And you pass along the same thing to Chuck. That I appreciate everybody's thinking about me. But like Robert says, we're a couple of stubborn old guys.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start getting older, I guess. I know it is with me anyway. So
Yeah.
you get set in your ways.
Very much so.
So have
Very
you got
much.
any ships you're gonna fly tonight, Paul?
No, there isn't a lot going on. Let me screen share the ship cam. The marine traffic. You watch that, do you?
I do sometimes. I watch a lot of plane traffic though. I
Yeah.
watch I can't remember what it's called, flight something. I watch that sometimes because what I do, I have several scanners and I scan the frequencies. I can hear from where I'm at, I can hear planes from New Mexico, almost California.
Yeah.
I'll just like to hear the pilots talking, you know, on the commercial planes.
Well, these this is Port Huron. This is where I am. This is Lake Huron,
Yeah.
and there's ships upbound, but I don't see anybody except way up here. The Cinnabon is heading for Quebec. It's doing 11.3 knots, but that to here is usually 2 hours and 45 minutes. So he's got to be at least 3 and 4 hours.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'll be watching him, but here we've got the Leonard M, which is just a tug. The Dirk S. Van Enkelbert. That's not a bad. That's an interesting one because it's a nice looking ship.
Yeah.
It's an articulated tug barge, but it's a newer one in the fleet. So anyway, stop share. But Sam Squatch, hey, how you doing, FPV? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah, I never go on the live streams. In fact, this is the longest I've ever been on one. This is the
Really?
second time. Yeah,
Well,
I've only
the thing of it is what you got to tell yourself. You know, you may not think you're interesting, but some of your stories and some of the things you do and some of the flying you do, other people love to hear about it. Lori, I don't know why you lost your wrench, but I gave it back to you. So if you next time you type in the chat, I'd like to see if your wrench pops up. If you just type something in the chat. Tomas says, Robert, you're doing a great job. Robert, fair play to you. Defoe, do it more often.
thank you, Tomas.
Yeah, I don't think anybody should be afraid because it's like joining into a conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tomas, all of a sudden I started feeling very poorly and I fell a couple of times and next thing I know, out of the goodness of everybody's hearts and the concerns of everybody, the police show up, the fire department shows up, the ambulance shows up. And I just told him, I said, no, I'm not, I don't need that kind of help. And I appreciate everybody. I support everybody, but no, thank you. So they had me sign a couple of waivers and he says, well, if you change your mind or anything else happens, let us know. And I'm sure that Lenny's pissed at me as well as a few other people, but I understand that, but it's still my choice. Nobody, I would never tell anybody what they've got to do. You can always have an opinion, but it's not up to anybody else but you. And I am feeling better tonight. So that's why I came on. I wanted to tell everybody, thank you so much for everybody's concerns. Thank you very much. But I am doing better.
Well,
And
I mean,
Robert joined me, which is I'm glad. Anybody else wants to join the panel? And up at the top of the chat, you can join using that. You do not have to turn on your camera. You can, if you're camera shy, I understand that, but you still be able to use your voice.
yeah, I've never met any of y'all guys, but I think the world of all of you. I mean, you know, when you watch the live streams, you become like a family. When something happens, you know, you get kind of worried, you know.
Yep, exactly. And the internet provides us an opportunity to build some friendships that we would never have.
That's right.
Tomas says, good night, take care.
Later, Tomas.
Yeah, yeah. We are actually blessed to be being able to surround ourselves, because I remember there was a time when, like, if Robert, if you were living alone, I was living alone, and you may never see anybody. People would think you're a hermit, you know?
Yeah. Hmm.
And because we share and communicate and are on these streams together, people get to know who you are and what you're up to, and
Yeah.
and ability to share their thoughts and everything. And yeah, it's almost like every day going to a family reunion.
Yeah, I tell you, I would never thought when I was a teenager that I would ever be able to do something like this, you know.
Yep. And Kelly's over in Australia, and she's a great gal too.
Yeah.
She's got her own medical issues too, and so, you know, everybody, I would say the internet has leveled the playing field. We all have our issues.
Yeah, that's
Be
right.
different, but we all have our own issues. But everybody accepts you with your issues.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what's good. I just went over to Amazon and I saw that my my AAA batteries showed up, which I don't need, but probably keep them just in case somebody needs AAA batteries. But what I had planned on ordering was AA batteries. Duracell AA is 28 count, $28.29. There's a 44 count of Energizers. Robert, do you believe that Duracell is better than Energizers?
I use Energizers myself.
Yeah,
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think that they're well, here's the case. 28 count of Duracells, okay, is $29. 44 count of Energizers is $35. Or if you just get the Energizer AA batteries, long lasting alkaline power, 32 pack, you can get it for $22. So I'm trying to figure out, well, I probably don't need any more than the 28 Duracells, but I'm just trying to figure out why they're so much more expensive.
Yeah, most of the time I get Energizer batteries.
Yep. Well, I can get a 32 pack. They come in a box. So it shows the bunny on the front, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's like $10 off what the regular Energizer is, but it's made by Energizer, alkaline power. I don't know why it's so expensive to get the other ones. Here, I'll screen share. Maybe you can. I'm not. I usually just go to Walmart and buy the batteries.
Yeah.
But it's to the point now, I don't want to have to go in and get batteries when I can just have it delivered free at the door.
I know how I do.
Yeah. AA batteries. Okay, so I'm going to screen share.
The thing is, now with gas prices, it's actually cheaper just to order stuff online, because by the time you start the vehicle up, drive, come back, you
see, there's the regular Energizer that you're used to, right?
Yep.
Okay. And here is a 28 count of Duracell double A's for 24. But that would mean if you doubled it up to get to close to that, you're talking about $50, $60. So here's the one I was talking about. Energizer Alkaline Power, double A, long-lasting alkaline power batteries, 32 pack for just $22. But that's 32, but I can get the Duracell double A for $24 for 28 count. And all I use them for is 2 at a time, like in remotes and stuff, or the mouse, you know?
Yep.
So I'm thinking 32 versus 28, so you get 6 more, and it's $2 less, but I don't know how well they last. Where you can get a 28 count Duracell double A, $28, so $6 more, but you're getting 4 less batteries. I don't know.
I mean, do you normally use the Duracells?
No, I've used whatever's on sale, you know?
Yeah, whatever's on sale.
So what I'm thinking is maybe I should just get the Duracell or these. $6 more to get than the Energizer, but that's not the regular Energizer. The regular Energizer are more money. Or should I just get the Duracell? You can't go wrong with Duracell, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, it sounds like the Duracell might be a better deal in that case. Because like you said, you're not getting the regular Energizer.
Yeah.
You're getting a cheaper version, right?
Yeah. And see, here's what 28 count pack of 1, 28 count, and here's 28 count, $4 more. I wonder why.
I don't know.
They both got good ratings.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with just a plain old Duracells. I tell you that. And they got a good shelf life too. The Duracells do.
Yeah.
They always have a higher shelf life.
I wonder, one-time purchase overnight for an extra $1. Is that important to me? I don't think so. But you know what? I'm here and I don't see where you can just buy it now. You think they're out of stock?
It could be. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't get it. Here's 28 in the box. That's fine too. I don't need it in the fancy pack. Duracell. Oh, that's AAA. Nope, nope, nope. That's what I got. I need the AA. $28 count, 28 count, 28 count, 28 count, $28 versus 28 count for $24. Let's see if it allows me to order them. Usually it says place the order over here.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm looking at that. I wonder why it's doing that.
What do I set up now? What? In stock. Oh, every 2 months. No.
Oh, they're trying to get you to do the reoccurring where they keep sending them every month or so.
How do I take that off?
I don't know, you might have to back completely out and redo it again and see if that works.
One-time purchase, I had to click right
One-
there.
Then add the card or whatever. Yeah, I've almost made that mistake before where I almost did the reoccurring thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch out, they'll trick you.
They're pretty sneaky, all right. Okay, 1534. Place the order. Your order's been placed, thanks.
So now how long will that take you to get them?
Supposed to get them in 2 days.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Supposed to, well, today's Wednesday. It says by Thursday, so I don't know. So we'll see. Hobby Howie, HFPV, buy rechargeable batteries, Paul. Yeah, I used to do that, but at my age, nah. In fact, I have a recharging station out in the garage for recharging batteries.
Yeah, I have a few rechargeables, but I really don't use them that much anymore,
Yeah,
because all my drones I fly now, the controllers are rechargeable. So
right.
I don't really need that many.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah.
with the toy drones I used to mess around with, and you had to put them in, but
oh yeah.
so what's Paul Hodges doing?
Paul was over visiting friends, and I don't know if he's planning on popping in afterwards or not, but I'm trying to call Lynn and see if she'll pop in, at least pop in and say hello. Fellow veteran,
Yeah.
No, she's not gonna answer. She's pissed. Oh,
Yeah,
well.
you'll be all right.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's just worried.
Yeah, I understand that, and I would have an opinion myself if it were somebody else, but it's just is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw where Justin had to go to the dentist, and he had an abscess, and he
Yep.
was got that taken care of. I tell you, that can be pretty dangerous too, because that infection can get into your bloodstream and go everywhere.
Definitely.
I mean, that can kill you. Just that little tooth can really mess you up.
Yep. Yeah, it's there's nothing like a toothache. I don't know if you heard me tell the story or not, but my uncle, my mother's brother, was
Yeah.
a local dentist, and I had soft teeth, and he did everything to try and help me. As a kid, I remember waking up in the middle of the night with toothache, and she'd call up my uncle and meet down at the office and drill and fill and whatever, and he tried painting stuff on my teeth and all kinds of things, just didn't work. But it was the pain, a toothache is a very painful thing.
It is. I've had all kinds of pain. Back nerve pain. I've actually been out of my mind before when I've had to go to you talk about emergencies and stuff, and it's me being hard-headed. My back went out back in 2006, and I was here by myself. And my significant other, I told you, of almost 20 years, she's a nurse, and she was living here local at the time. And I called her and told her my back went out, and I was actually laying in the floor. I couldn't even get up. I couldn't move. And she told me that she was going to send the ambulance over, call 911. I told her no. I said, I don't want them coming here.
Oh yeah, exactly. And that's exactly the way I feel.
I felt embarrassed. I couldn't move, and my dog was laying beside me. I only had one dog at the time, and she was laying beside me whimpering because she knew something was wrong.
Yep.
And well, I'm going to come over and I'm going to bring some of the staff over and we're going to check you out. I said, no. I said, you're not letting none of them people come in my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know the doorbell rang, and it was the emergency people. They took me here to the local hospital. Then they took me up to Tucson VA. They had to give me Dilaudid. And I was out of my mind. You know how Dilaudid.
Yep. Yep.
And I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, with my back. But yet I was an incident there. I don't know. Yes, I don't know. I was just so embarrassed, because I was laying here. I couldn't move,
Yeah.
Yeah, my back has been bad for years. And I've had 2 surgeries, and it seems like every time I had, the second time I had surgery, it seemed like it made it worse, So,
wow. Yep. Well, the sad part of it is, until somebody walks in your shoes, they just don't know.
I think nerve pain is, that's the worst pain I've ever had is nerve pain. Really, the only way they can help you is to put you out of your mind,
Right.
And that's the only thing that would help me was Dilaudid, and when they gave me that shot, I don't remember nothing.
That's some pretty powerful stuff.
They didn't waste no time doing it neither.
Yeah.
When they got me on the back of the ambulance, they said they were going to give me something that would help me. I don't even remember,
Yep. Yeah. When you get that stuff, it's like you're having an out of body experience because you're not there.
Yep.
Hey, did you see what Lori Kovac put in the chat? She says, guess Chuck should have been streaming outside with you the other evening in the Catskills. We ended up with a black bear next to the house. I was flying a drone at the time. I hightailed it into the house, LOL. Chuck followed me. Unfortunately, no bear footage.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I tell you, don't mess with those
Don't mess with
bears.
black bears, no.
Let's see where I live at, Paul. We're 4,800 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
So I got the mountains. I live right at the base of the mountains, but I can drive 10 minutes and I'm out in the desert. So I got, I can be in the mountains or the desert,
Sure.
anytime. So we have black bears here. We have mule deer. We have 4 different kind of deer here.
Wow.
And
So what state are you in?
Arizona, the southern
Arizona.
part.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm about straight as the bird flies or the crow flies. I'm probably 10 miles from the southern border.
Okay. All right.
US.
So you're right down there.
Yeah, Sierra Vista. And then we have the Army base here, Fort Huachuca. That's where I retired.
Okay.
I live about 2 miles out of the front gate of Fort Huachuca. And I'm happy here. I'm originally from North Carolina, but I don't really.
You're pretty much happy where you are, and I understand that. The thing about me, Robert, is my parents, when I was born at Porian Hospital, brought me home to this house.
Okay.
So the only time I left this house, when I got old enough to be on my own, my parents moved to the Detroit area. My dad was a postmaster general down in that area. He was over top of several different post offices and stuff. So they had a condo down there. Then they had a really nice cabin up north, and they used to go back and forth. And every once in a while they'd come here, but I was here at the house. So then they retired up north, and they used to come back here once in a while. And so when they both died, I ended up with this house, and my estranged brother that I don't have anything to do with got the house up north. So
yeah, so you're at the home place there. That's good.
Yep.
See, I have my parents' house in North Carolina. I still have it.
Oh, do you?
And I have one sister, and like you were saying about your brother, we don't have any association with each other either.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, her and her husband, they just never amounted to anything, so I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. My brother at an early age always was about my brother. He didn't like me, and he wouldn't take me any place with him because he was 4 years older than I am. And he used to have his friends come over, and he was supposedly keeping an eye on me, and his friends would come over and they'd play big time wrestling and use me. Just beat me until I couldn't scream anymore.
Mm.
And he and his friends thought it was funny.
Yeah, horseplay is fine when you're young, but you have to. There's a limit to it too, But,
well, it would end when I'd go into the kitchen, get a great big butcher knife and chase him around.
Yeah,
and that just wasn't like me, and I never forgot that. And even when my dad died and my mother had Alzheimer's, my brother used to call her up and say, "I'd like to take you for ice cream cone," and she used to love to do that.
Yeah.
He'd take her up to the Cadillac dealer and have her sign up for a new car for him.
Yeah, that's bad.
He's just a user.
Well, see, that's how my sister was to my parents. She was the same way. And my sister's husband, when his parents died, they were pretty well off. Well, the part of the money that they got from their inheritance, they blew all of it. Ended up with nothing. And then they started sponging off my parents, which I was here in Arizona. I was still in the military. And my mama used to call and cry and tell me stuff on there. And of course, I would call my sister and we would have words, and it never ended up good. And it's always been that way. And now my parents are dead and gone.
Yeah.
And I don't have nothing to do with her. I mean, I hate it's that way, but I'm not going to ruin my life, over some sorry person like that. I know she's my sister, but enough is enough,
Yeah, but there's blood and then there's a respected person, a respected family member. And she might be a blood relative, but she's not a respected family member.
No, no. Yeah, I've learned that's another reason why I never went back home anyway. So, I have, my life here, and I've been here for 20 years now.
Yep.
So this is my home.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That is a good thing. I'm gonna try calling Lynn one more time, see if she's still ignoring me. Oh, I know what I can do. I can pull her camera up. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at the camera. Screen share. That's the front of her new motorhome.
Yeah, I tell you, that's nice. I like that.
It's a beauty.
It is. It's really nice. I saw the video. I saw where you showed the photos and stuff. That's really nice.
Yep. And that's her other B2 Cruiser. She's got it pretty much unloaded now and loaded into the new one. She's going to sell that BT Cruiser. She loves that BT Cruiser. She spent a lot of money. She
Yeah.
made it actually perfect, but she doesn't need two motorhomes.
So is she going to start doing more traveling with this
I don't think so.
motorhome?
When she was a child, her parents used to do a lot of camping, a lot of traveling.
Yeah.
And so she just loves that lifestyle. But
Yeah.
as well as I do, as you get older, you can't do what you used to do.
Right. Right.
And so she's at a point now, she wanted this motorhome and she decided she was going to get this motorhome. And even if she only keeps it for 2, 3, 4 years, that, she wanted it. So.
But that's good. I mean, whatever she's happy with, and
Yeah.
when
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. And they got the doors closed. I don't know whether she's out on that back deck or not or what. Lenny, are you there? I'm gonna call her, see if we can hear her. She might be in the house. She always overdoes it,
Yeah.
just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Nope, she's not answering.
To an automatic voice message system 810344407 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Lenny, if you get a chance, call me. I'm online and I've got somebody here that would like to speak with you. So give me a holler. Bye. We'll see if I get a response. I'm betting no. It'll take her a while to get to the point where she'll even talk to me, I would imagine. Because I mean, I appreciate her. She drove all the way down here, all over here. It's about 5 miles,
Yeah.
across town. But
Yeah, we all have our days.
yeah, exactly.
And anybody that says that they don't, they're lying.
Yeah. Newfound Drones, Bill. Hey, how you doing? Hi, Paul. How are you, my friend? Bill, I'm doing much better. Robert here has a Mini 3, and you got your Mini 3. Maybe you would like to just pop on here real fast, and you guys can talk Mini 3.
Hey,
Bill got his yesterday, I think it was.
yeah, I saw that. Man, I tell you, he had to wait a long time.
Yes, he did. He's got the patience of Job, for as far as I'm concerned.
Man, I tell you, I just cannot figure out. I don't know. I've tried to quit figuring out what DJI is doing. I mean, I placed my order that morning around 6:30. You
Yeah.
know, when big day open. You know, when everybody was ordering.
Right.
So I thought to myself, well, it's going to take a long time. You know, so but I got mine about a month later, which shocked me. And I got the Fly More combo. I got the 3 batteries and everything.
Oh, did you? Well, I ordered the drone because you know the story about my Mini 2S going in the water and they couldn't. I only had it 11 about 8 months, and they couldn't retrieve any of the data, flight data. So therefore they denied my care refresh. And so then after I said, what the hell kind of deal is that? They says, well, we'll give you a 25% discount coupon on purchase of a new drone, but you have to use it within 15 days. So that's when I ordered the Mini 3, and dumb me, I didn't order the Fly More kit with it. So then the Mini 3, because I called and raised hell about I'm not waiting forever for this replacement drone. And so I got it fairly fast, but the Fly More kit wasn't going to come until July the 22nd. So I said, hell no. So I went online, and the Drone Superstore, which is DJI retailer, had the Fly More kit. They shipped it to me at the same price, and I got it within 2 days.
Oh, that was good.
Yes. And I was able to cancel my DJI Fly More package.
Yeah, I ordered mine straight from DJI and got the Fly More combo. And, you know, when they were talking about, you know, they were telling everybody it's going to be a while and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was shocked that I got it as quick as I did.
Right.
I really wasn't looking for it, you know, to come.
Well, there's a lot of people that waited and didn't order it. And I sadly, I jumped in front of a lot of people because I got mine. Once that happened, I got mine within 10 days after I ordered it.
Yeah.
So, but there was lots of communications back and forth between myself and them saying that, hey, okay, I understand you're trying to help me out, but you got to understand, you got to really help me out. You got to make sure that baby gets here fast. And it did.
Yeah, this is the first time I got the what's the insurance? I can't think of the name of it. The
Care refresh.
I got the Care Refresh. I've never gotten it before. I started not to get it, but I've never bought a Care Refresh before, ever.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I decided to do it with this drone. But
yeah, I bought the Care Refresh after I got it. I didn't order it right away, but you got like 72 hours or something. And so I got the Care Refresh afterwards.
Okay. You know, it's kind of weird, you know, I went and paid all that money for the Mavic 3 and I didn't even get Care Refresh with that. I just never bought it, but something told me. I mean, I don't know. I just decided to get it with that drone. So,
yeah.
But as far as I love the Mavic 3 and I love the Nano and I love the Mini 3.
That Nano is impressive, isn't it?
It is. I mean, that camera is so small. I mean, it's just unbelievable the footage that you get at night with that thing. I'm hoping that DJI will do some type of software update to make the image quality
Oh,
better.
yeah, because I don't know how about you feel about Robert, but when I fly newfound drones, Sleeping Bear, nope. The Nano Plus has a little bit of lag when you're running your controls.
It does.
When I go up alongside of a ship and it starts to wander towards the ship and I correct it, it doesn't correct right away. So then I correct it back again and then it overcorrects, So
Yeah.
you got this kind of like this going. I'm getting better at it.
See, that's the same problem I have.
Yep.
I mean, I'll try to turn, smooth with it, and it'll just jerk all of a sudden. I don't know. And see, they could fix that. I really think that Autel could fix that. And if they did,
Well, the other thing that I noticed is when I fly in ludicrous mode, simply because the ships are moving 7 or 8 knots and sometimes there's a wind,
Yeah.
is that in ludicrous mode, it is much more touchy than it is in normal mode.
It is.
Why is the stick movements different? I would think ludicrous mode would only be affected by forward and reverse speed,
Right. And the thing is, on the Nano Plus, I've recalibrated everything on it. I've recalibrated the IMU. Every time I do a software update with all my drones, I recalibrate everything just to be sure myself. That's what I do. But it's just not as smooth as the
No, it's not. Because in a DJI, when you put it in a direction, that's where it's going. There's none of this going back and forth.
Yeah, there's no jerky movement.
Nope.
Crap with. Did you have Paul? Did you ever have the Mavic 3 or not?
No, I didn't. I didn't buy it because I am so happy with the Air 2S.
Yeah.
With the 1-inch sensor and the whole bit, I didn't see any use for what I fly. I'm not doing cinematic. I'm doing semi-cinematic ship videos, but I'm not doing what a lot of people are doing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, see, the reason I got it is because I never got the Mavic 2. I never got the Mavic 2 Pro. I never owned that.
I had the Mavic 2 Pro. I had the Mavic 2 Zoom. I had the Enterprise Duo. I've had all of the DJIs, and the one that I sold, I kind of wish now I hadn't. Although the problem I had is when you get too many drones, you don't fly them all. You've got one favorite,
Right.
And the Autel, I had the Autel thermal camera, which had the dual sensor.
Right.
And I wished I hadn't have sold that. Because I wish I probably should not have sold the Duo, the DJI Enterprise Duo either, because it had the dual cameras. What was nice about the Duo, which I didn't like about the Autel, not the Autel, the Nano. Which one is it? Anyway, the Autel thermal. Anyway, the little one that looks like a bug, but it. What I liked about the DJI version of the Duo is when you hit the record button, it was recording in both. You had 2 files running. You had the thermal and you had the regular.
Okay.
So where the other one, the Anafi thermal,
Yeah, they are not, yeah.
you had to switch it back and forth. If you wanted thermal, you had to have thermal. If you wanted regular, you had to have regular. You couldn't record both at the same time. But it was a great little flyer for being what it was. But the Anafi thermal is not cheap either. The dual thermal one.
Yes.
I think they're still $1,500, $1,700, $1,800.
Yeah, that was the reason I got the Mavic 3 because I never owned the Mavic 2 Pro. So,
Yeah. Yep. Well, the Air 2S is a great flyer, great big sensor. It does, that's what I do most all of my daytime ships with. Every once in a while, I may go down and fly the Mavic 3. But all the nighttime stuff I do, I took the Mavic 3 down and tried to do a night shot, turned out like crap. Because there just isn't enough ambient light. If you were in New York City or something, I think you could use it.
yeah.
But out here on the river, no. And that, like you say, that Nano Plus is just incredible.
It is. I just still to this day, to me, that's the best drone for night flying and stuff like
Newfound wants to know who's in the panel with me, and it's Robert Glazier. Robert's here, and he and I are talking about two things: the Nano, which we both have, and the Mavic 3, the Mini 3.
Mini 3. Yeah. Yeah, I have the Air 2S. I have the Air 2S, the 1, and I have the Air 2S, the second one. And the Air 2S, I like that drone. I've probably flown that drone more than any drone I have.
Yep. And that's the Air 2S is the one that went swimming in the river. And I ended up going to one of the superstores. I think it might have been the same one I just bought the Flymore kit from, and they had a brand new body that I got for like $700 or $800, $750, I think. And I got it within a couple of days because I just couldn't be without it. And but it flies perfect. The only thing is when it went in the drink, I lost a battery, I lost a strobe light, I lost all the propellers. Obviously, when you get that body only, you don't get any props with it either. But I had extra props.
Yeah.
And Bill says Newfound Drones. Nice to hear you, Robert.
Hey, Bill.
Yep. So yeah, it's it sounds like you do a lot of the same kind of flying I do. And but
Yeah,
I look back at all. In fact, when I called DJI and was having the back and forth about the lost Air 2S,
yeah.
the gal that I was talking to, she says, "Oh my, you've had a lot of DJI drones." 4 pages of DJI drones.
Well, that's a lot.
Yeah, and that's what she said. Oh my gosh. I said, "What's the matter?" She says, "You've had a lot of DJI drones." I said, "Yeah." I says, and a good customer like I am should get some consideration. She says, I agree. So she said, let me talk with my supervisor. I'll get back with you. And that's when they says, well, they're sorry they couldn't pull the flight log. And it's probably my fault because I took the SD card out of the smart controller.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find stuff and whatever. And I think I deleted some things. But when I went and looked at Find My Drone, right?
Hmm.
It showed it in the water about 150 feet east of the Canadian side in the water, and it does this red thing, you know,
Oh, okay.
and that was the last I ever saw or heard from it. That's where it went in the water, but the current there is 7 miles an hour, so it's like by the time it settled, it probably settled downstream a ways.
Yeah, it probably did.
But I would love to get it back just to get the SD card out of it.
Yeah, that would be nice to see that footage.
Yeah, see exactly what it saw. Because unbeknownst to me, which I've changed that now, is I had set the return to home at like 350 feet.
Oh,
And I
okay.
lost signal right underneath the southern span of the Blue Water Bridges. And so I'm thinking that because it lost connection, I
Yeah.
figured it hovered there. And then after, what is it, 2, 3, 4 minutes, it says triggered return to home. I didn't see it. And it either went up and smacked the bottom of the bridge, or it went up and saw it on the sensors until it ran out of battery power and then dropped.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
Because then it would go into landing mode. You know how it comes out, it says landing. And since it never reconnected with the controller, I don't know. Why it didn't connect again, I don't know.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Yeah, Newfound says, "Hey, Robert, I think this is the first time I've heard you on the panel." Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
It is.
And I'm hoping it's not going to be the last time. I'm hoping Robert joins more often.
Yeah, I'll come on. I mean, it's just that I've been kind of self-conscious about doing it, and
Well, you could be like, I look at it as like back in the day when I was growing up, men socialized at the barbershop.
yeah, that's
You
right.
sat around waiting for your turn, and everybody was talking and carrying on and whatever. And you used to hear stories because the barber was talking to the guy in the chair and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
And it was going, and I would imagine the beauty shop is the same thing for women.
yeah,
It's kind of a refreshing way for you to communicate with other people.
yeah, it is.
Anybody want to join? Please join up at the top of the panel, the channel. You can pop on in. You don't have to turn the camera on, but you can use your voice and chit chat with everybody. I'm hoping Bill might join us. That Mini 3, though, is impressive.
Yeah, it is.
I think out of all the drones I've owned, that's probably one of the most impressive ones. Although, as far as impressive, I don't know, Robert, did you ever own an Inspire?
No.
The Inspire, when it takes off, it's almost breathtaking. It takes off, gets to about 6 feet, and all of a sudden the arms come up like this. And it's
Yeah,
like, oh,
I've seen videos, but I've never seen one.
I know. Yep. Well, when I first started flying them, everybody says, "Oh, get the carbon fiber," and the props are like this big. Get the
Yeah.
carbon fiber. So I was flying with carbon fiber, and then I started to thinking, if some kid or a dog ran up on that drone while it's on the ground, it'd cut their leg off.
Oh yeah.
So I switched back to plastic, and I passed on the carbon fibers to somebody else. But
So you don't own the Inspire anymore? do
no,
you?
I've owned 3 Inspires One was the original one. I paid $3,600 with one battery.
Okay.
The second one was the Pro.
Yeah.
Third one was the Advanced and Advanced Plus, I think, whatever it was. And then I also bought the Inspire 2. And the batteries are like $190 a piece, and it takes 2 to fly them.
Oh, okay.
So and it has the first person view camera plus the regular camera. And I don't fly with a spotter, so what the hell do I need that for?
Yeah.
So I turned around and sold it, and because it doesn't fly any better, any differently than the Inspire 1. And the Inspire 1 too used the light bridge. And the light bridge could be a little quirky, especially down by the water where I fly.
Yeah.
Because of all the radar and all the electronics and everything. And there was times I never lost control of it. But how can you fly a ship when it's moving and you're trying to move with it if you can't see the screen? All of a sudden the screen goes by.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So you just have to climb and return home, you know?
Especially with something that big. Boy, that
Yep. But that is an impressive bird for sure. Broke Necks, how you doing? Broke Necks is still at work for a couple of hours. All right. Good for you.
Where's he at?
Broke Necks, where are you located, my friend? Give me a general idea. Well, let me see if I click on his buttons. Let me go to his channel, see what it says. Oh, Broke Necks Alaska Outdoors.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm going to subscribe to you. I didn't realize I hadn't subscribed to you. And ring the bell. AZ said he was in Alaska. Hey, AZ, how you doing? Give me a minute, guys. I'm going to pitch out a few peanuts to the last survivors. I don't like to throw too many out this late at night because at midnight, I've got a skunk that comes by.
You know.
Yeah, I don't think that the little buggers are gonna be around. Robert, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, I think they put in for the night. Let me screen share and show you. Show you what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, because it's already dark where you're at, right?
Yep, it is.
Yeah, see, I'm at 6:18 right now, so
Yeah, it's 9:19 here. AZ. Robert, did you get your package I sent you? AZ wanted to know.
I haven't checked my mail today, AZ, but I will check it. I don't get my mail until sometimes 7:30 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he can he hear me?
Yeah, oh yeah, he can hear you.
Okay.
But his question was, he printed it in the chat. He says, Robert, did you get the package I sent you last week?
No, I haven't gotten it yet, AZ. Hopefully it didn't go to the wrong place or
Yeah.
or the mail people didn't string it, send it somewhere else, which I've had that happen before.
Sure. Let me see here.
I mean, if AZ sends me something, it shouldn't take but a day or two to get
Yeah,
to
you're
me.
pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in Phoenix, and I'm about 3 hours down southeast of him. Which we did have the 4th of July, so I don't know. Mail didn't run that day, so.
Yeah, AZ, he doesn't have the chat up. He's on his cell phone.
Yeah, I can't see the chat.
Oh, he said he sent you leg extension and prop locks.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Which
it's
is always good to have.
yeah, it might come today. I mean, I'll check and see. But I'm the last person on the route, and sometimes I don't get my mail until 7:30.
Late night, huh?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
at least you get it, right?
Yeah, I do get it, but it's late. Where everybody else gets theirs in the morning or right afternoon, I never get my mail, even UPS and FedEx. I'm last on the route on all that stuff.
Well, somebody's got to be first and somebody's got to be last.
Yep.
Just as long as you get it, right?
Yep, that's right.
Just closed my blinds here. My desk sits right here against the windows that are out on the side of the house. And so I've got blinds all the way along, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And I open them and close them.
Oh, okay.
And so now that it's getting dark, I close these blinds and I close the blinds out in the deck room. And Mia is sleeping.
Yeah, she's called it a night, hasn't she?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, my two dogs, well, one of them is asleep. She's 14 years old and she only weighs like 3 pounds. And then I have two more. They're sisters. They're terrier poodles, and they're about 2 years old. And they're always
Good.
yeah, I have to cut their hair about every 2 weeks.
There's Mia on the couch.
Yeah, she's knocked out.
She's knocked out. That's right. She sleeps either over here or on this couch. In this chair, I can't sleep in a bed. I have to sleep in the chair.
Yeah.
And here's the door that goes out to the ramp, and the garage is out here and the driveway's out here. And
But I tell you, she can be asleep, but I bet you if she hears something that's not supposed to be there, she'll let you know.
definitely.
Dogs are same way.
Yeah. Definitely she does. Here's my driveway.
So do you have pretty good neighbors, Paul?
Yeah, for the most part. Over here, he's meticulous. He's out there almost with scissors cutting his lawn. The people over here have got a lot of people coming and going. This
Yeah.
house is vacant,
Oh, okay.
been vacant. The people that had there died and their son has it, and he's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
And so he's got the gas, the electric, and the water turned off, and it just sits. And in the garage, there's a 1984 DeLorean with
Oh.
about 1,700 miles on it.
Oh, man. Well, hopefully he's got it secured.
No, he doesn't have any alarms or anything.
I see a squirrel out there.
Yeah, I better pitch him some peanuts. I'll let you watch.
Okay.
Yeah, the little bugger. What did you do? Take off on me?
Yeah, I think he went up that tree.
I threw out a handful of peanuts and he scooted off with one of them. So, oh, here he comes back again.
Yep, he's coming. Now he's going back down towards the street.
He's going across the street. Yep.
I tell you, ever since I got my my Starlink, it's been the best internet I've ever had in my life.
Oh, you
Yeah.
really like it?
Oh yeah, I've had it for 15 months now. Because I put in my order when they first came out where you could order it.
Yeah.
And I've had it now for 15 months running. And I tell you, it's just unbelievable how fast.
Really good, huh?
There's no lag. Even talking to you on my phone here, I'm using the satellite, and my downloads, I can download 3 videos at one time on YouTube.
Wow.
And
AZ just said, David, he says, I think it's faster if I delivered it myself.
That probably would be.
So Starlink is the key, huh?
I mean, it is for me. It's like I said, I pay $99 a month, and then with tax, it's around $105.
Yeah,
But now if I go through Cox Cable, the same, well, they tell you that you get the same speed with Cox, but you don't. They charge you $160 a month.
well, I have the apartment upstairs that I pay for all the utilities. I pay for everything. And they get free internet, free cable and everything. And but my internet through Comcast through Xfinity runs me about $235 or $240 a month, but I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 TVs.
Yeah. Well, see,
Plus-
I live in the middle of nowhere, and
Yeah.
I have much of a choice of anything except Cox Cable.
Right.
And then you got HughesNet, which HughesNet ain't worth a crap.
Yeah.
Satellite. And my neighbor, he has it next door, and he's paying like $165 a month, and he don't even have the speed I have. And but I'm happy with it. Like I said, I've got it up on my roof. I've had it for 15 months now, because I was one of the first people. Because when I got it, it was still in beta testing.
Yep. AZ said Starlink is good for remote areas.
Yeah, I mean, it's good for me. And you can't beat the price,
AZ said that you're 2 hours away from him, and he
Yeah.
used to go there a lot when his son was in Arizona University.
Yeah, I'm in Sierra Vista, and I think he's told me that time his son went to Tucson,
Yep.
was in college there. Yeah, I've been trying to get AZ to fly with me. I told him I would go up to Phoenix and meet him. I'm just waiting. He's busy.
Oh, he's a one-armed paper hanger.
Yeah.
He's always busy. Yep. Well, Robert, I think we're going to call it.
That's good. I just thought I'd come on and talk to you.
Hey, well, thank you so very much. We're down to just 4 people watching. I figure you got to get some rest, and so do I. So,
Yeah, it's getting that time. I got to take care of the animals here.
AZ, thanks for being here. Bill, Newfound. We'll see all of you again next time.
Okay, take